Hello girls and boys, and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it's been a while. So for today's video I thought I'd just film a bit of like a chatty get ready with me. My hair and makeup on a day-to-day basis is absolutely nothing special, but I just thought it'd be nice to get ready with you guys. So I've wrapped my hair up. I'm just going to quickly like clip it back as well so that no pieces fall forward on me. I know I'm about to look hella stupid right now, but still. I've already kind of moisturised and done all that good stuff, so I'm going to go in with primer. I have my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer here. Bit dirty. See, this is my issue. I'm just disgusting. Absolutely love this primer. I kind of want to try some of their skincare range because I've heard really good stuff about it, like their brightening creams and that. So if any of you have tried it, let me know. Should I get some? So I'm just gonna pop this in all the usual areas, mostly like focusing on my T-zone though, because I find that's where my makeup probably wears off the most. And also I actually find my makeup wears off like here. I feel like it smells like oranges too. Is it oranges? I don't know, but it's got like a scent. It's a bit of a weird scent, but it's quite nice at the same time. So for an everyday basis, I don't really do much with my eyes, so I just go and whack my skin base makeup straight on. I use the Primark Double Coverage Matte Foundation in the shade Nude, and honestly, for £5, I will never switch up on this foundation because the value is unreal. Like, it's such good coverage, it lasts on my skin. I don't know, I just feel like it's a really good product. You get the little like plunger thing in it though, and I always get so scared taking it out that it's gonna go everywhere. Okay, if Primark ever discontinue this, I will not be a happy girl. So I'm literally just gonna pour it straight onto my sponge, and then yeah. One thing I would quite like to know is what everyone else has been doing since we have been on lockdown, because I feel like I've been so unproductive with my days, and all the days are going so quickly that I don't even feel like I can do anything with them. Don't know. So I have like fairly recently tanned. I'm wearing the Filter Tan by Molly May, and it's honestly the best tan I think I've ever used, and that is saying something because I'm a Bondi Sands Ultra Dark Foam kind of girl. But yeah, Molly May's Filter Tan just kind of, I don't know, it smells beautiful, it seems to sit on your skin really well, it does not transfer onto my sheets, which is like a dream come true because I only have white bed sheets. You can see that. At the moment I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealers. I don't know how I feel about them. I mean, I'm just using them up at the minute, but I kind of just, I feel like I cannot find a concealer that I absolutely love. I'm going to go ahead and pop this under my eyes. Also on my eyelids is like a base as well. Oh wow, I look really scary right now. And then I also just go in with the shade Light so that it's not kind of too drastic, and then I'll just go in and blend that out again. So some of you may or may not know actually, I did have a video up on my channel, but I've kind of started it fresh, as you can probably tell. So that video is no longer on my channel. But I went on medication for my skin, and I went on isotretinoin, also known as Roaccutane, Accutane, it has so many different names. But yeah, I went on that medication. I was on it for 6 months, and then I kind of had to come off because the side effects were just a bit too much for me. But the plan initially was to update you guys throughout the course of the medication, but that didn't really happen just because of everything that was kind of going on in my life at the time. But I figured, considering this is like a try to get ready with me, I may as well tell you now my thoughts and feelings on it. So the medication itself is very intense, so I feel like if you're planning to go on it, then definitely think about it, because I feel like everyone says this and you're probably thinking like, yeah, it's easier said after you've had the medication than when you're like your skin is bad, you would do anything. I get that, but it is such a serious medication. Like, it genuinely affected me in so many different ways. So I would definitely recommend really doing your research, really speaking to your like dermatologist and thinking hard about whether it's something you would want to do or whether there's any other options you could try first, because I really mean it when I say it's a pretty scary drug. So in terms of my skin at the moment, I generally, touch wood, don't really get any spots anymore, or if I do, they are absolutely tiny ones that will go within a day or two. So I'm very lucky that the medication so far has worked for me, but it was definitely not an easy journey to get to this point. So just bear that in mind. I've been off the medication now for, how long have I been off it for? I want to say like 3 months maybe. So, I mean, it's kind of nearly out of my system. They say 6 months for it to be completely out of your system, and it seems to have done the trick. But if I were to be asked, would I go on the medication again, or if my skin were to go bad again, I personally would not go back on that medication. So yeah, there's a probably 2-minute roundup of my experience with isotretinoin. For any of you that like did intend on following that journey, I know that's probably not as in-depth as you wanted me to go, but yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to like comment down below or DM me on Instagram, anything like that, and I'll answer them. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about my experience. I don't really know what else to tell you about it other than it's a very intense drug. All I'm doing right now is using the Primark foundation and contour stick in the shade Caramel, just to kind of contour a little bit and also bronze up my face as well. I find this foundation stick incredible for doing this. It doesn't like budge your foundation underneath, it adds coverage. It's like a perfect shade to warm your face up but also contour with, and I think this is around the £5 mark as well. So it's, yeah, Primark are like doing good with their bases. I just need Primark to come out with a really good concealer and then I'm sold. So I just kind of apply that in all the normal places and blend it out again with that same sponge. The good thing is about this as well is it blends out so easily. It's so nice. I can't even, do you know what, I genuinely can't recommend like Primark foundations enough. I don't think I could use this foundation though as my actual base foundation. I don't know, stick foundations do scare me, but I feel like if I'm just using it for like contouring, defining, bronzing purposes, then it's fine. But yeah, seriously though, this quarantine has got me back in like a bit of a creative mindset. I mean, I have got uni work to do as well. Like, I have a 5,000 word dissertation to write and an essay and revision to do for exams that I have in a couple of months. But, you know, I felt like I needed a bit of a break from that. So yeah, it really has got me back into like a bit of a creative headspace. Creative as in like I want to create content for YouTube and stuff again. So I'm back. One thing I have noticed about myself recently, well, not myself, but my makeup recently, is that I'm definitely opting for a more matte look as of late. She says as she gets her highlighter out. So I'm just going to go in now with the Revolution liquid highlighter. I have this in the shade Luster Gold, and this is pretty much the only highlight that I'll apply to my cheeks though throughout the makeup. So I tend to just dot this just up on my cheekbones, and then I'll go in with my ring finger just to kind of blend it out. So I actually powder over this as well, so it's not this intense by the end of the makeup. I still like to highlight just to, I don't know, maybe give my face a bit more of a 3D look, but I definitely don't like that blinding highlight as much anymore. So now I'm just going to go ahead and powder everything down. So I'm just using my Makeup Forever Super Matte Loose Powder. See, I am that person when I do my makeup though that is forever putting powder on and then realising afterwards that I have not finished applying like liquids to my base. Have I? I don't really bake or anything, but I just kind of like set everything down. So yeah, I mainly just apply it kind of like under my eyes, on my chin, and like the center of my forehead as well, just to like mattify everything down. So now I'm just going in with some powder bronzer. I just use the Revolution Mega Bronzer in the shade Warm. Oh, sharp. Okay, let's see if we can we do this? I don't think we can do this. I think that's a bit too much, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I have used this product before, but this is a new one, and apparently I didn't realise how pigmented it was. So let's just like tap this off for this side and see if we can kind of blend it out a bit. Oh dear. Okay, let's just ignore this side for a second, and yeah. I mean, I feel like I've saved it a little bit. I mean, I know it's a little bit intense up here, but let's just pretend that's, you know, it's fine. I'm not a makeup artist, actually. I am a qualified makeup artist, but let's just pretend that's not true in this video. So now I'm going to go ahead and pop some colour back on my face. This is my favourite part of makeup, actually, blusher. And this is my holy grail blush. I very rarely reach for anything else, and if this got discontinued, I genuinely don't know what I'd do with my life. But anyway, it's the Milani Baked Blusher in Luminoso. I just feel like it's the perfect pink peach combination, and it has a little bit of sheen, but not so much that it's like in your face. I just start like on the apples of my cheeks and then like stipple it up to my temple a little bit. One thing I've been loving doing lately with blusher as well is I take a little bit of it and also just pop it kind of like along my nose. So just to finish off my base, I'm going in with my Hoola bronzer by Benefit. I just take this on a bit of a flat eye blending brush really, and I just kind of run 2 parallel lines down the sides of my nose just to make it appear a little bit narrower. Also just like blend it back up in towards my eyebrow as well. And then I'll just kind of pounce over it with my sponge so that it's not too heavy. Right, moving on to eyes. Let me go ahead and zoom you in a little bit closer. So the first thing I'm going to do is just whack some eyebrows on really quickly. I'm not going to film this bit just because I feel like it's a bit boring. I mean, if you're interested in an eyebrow routine, I can do one, but I don't think anyone is, so I'll just let you know what products I use on my brows. So I use the Freedom Eyebrow Pomade in Auburn, and then I go in with the Primark Brow Sketch Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Brown, and then I literally just finish off with some MUA like clear mascara to set them down in place. Okay, so I'm back and I have some eyebrows now. For my eyes on a day-to-day basis, I am very basic. I don't really do much with them at all. The only palette I use on my eyes for day to day is the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and as you can see, it is very well loved, very dirty actually. Sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and take the shade Foxy, which is like this yellow tone nude shade here, on a fluffy brush, and I'm literally just gonna run that all over my lid just to kind of set the concealer that I applied earlier down as a kind of base, if that makes sense. So other than just like setting my base down, the only other thing I do is take Faint, which is this shade here, on an angled brush and just do a bit of like a smoky-ish brown wing, I guess. I find doing wings with eyeshadow and an angled brush so much easier to control. Like, I don't know, I kind of feel like you don't even really have to think about it, it just happens. I just realised, I know I said that it was easy with eyeshadow and an angled brush, but I still cannot talk while I do wing liner. And breathe. Okay, wings are done. All I'm going to do now is take this kind of like flat, almost smudger shader kind of brush and dip back into Faint just to apply it underneath my lash line, just to kind of like balance my eyes out a little bit. I just keep it literally along my lash line. Before I go ahead and do my mascara and stick some lashes on and stuff, I'm just going to whack this brown eye pencil in my waterline. This is just a brown one from Natural Collection. So I tend to go more brown with my eyes lately. If I do an intense makeup, then I kind of stick to black liner and stuff, but for a day-to-day basis I feel like brown has the same effect but isn't as intense. So just gonna give my lashes a quick curl. So with mascara, I will literally use any mascara that I have in my drawer at the time. I don't really have a favourite. I mean, I suppose I like Maybelline the Falsies quite a lot. I feel like that does good things for my lashes, especially when I'm applying like fake lashes on the top. I really don't care what mascara I use. So right now I'm just using the Fake It mascara from Primark. So I'll just kind of pop a little bit of that on my top lashes and also a little bit on the bottom as well, but my bottom lashes are so long it's ridiculous, so I try to just apply it to the root so that they don't go too crazy. So for my lashes, I don't really have a particular style that I prefer when I do an everyday makeup. I just kind of like any lashes that are fairly wispy and kind of wing out to the edge, I guess. So I'm just using these Sosu lashes from Primark in the style Dubai. I don't know if you can see them. I have used them before, so they are getting a little bit grubby now, but they just look like that. I think they're really pretty. So while I'm just waiting for the glue to dry on those lashes, I'm going to go ahead and pop some highlighter on. I'm using the Glow Up highlighting palette from Primark, which looks like this. And I always use shade Love Struck, which is this one in the corner. It's a bit of like a perfect mix between like a white, gold, peach highlight. So I'm just going to use that to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. And then just using the tip of this really flat brush, I'm also going to apply it on the bridge of my nose, just kind of bringing it up between my eyebrows as well, and just right on the tip of my nose like that as well. I really think these lashes are so pretty, and again, such good value for money. Like Primark Beauty are just killing the game at the minute, I feel like. So to finish up, I'm just going to do my lips. So I have this Sorry Excuse for a lip pencil from Barry M. I cannot even tell you what shade this is, but it's my baby. I don't pick up anything else. I should probably go and get another one. I'm just going to like overline my lips a little bit with this. So this is like my go-to lip combo. I'm going to use the L'Oreal Matte Lip Paint in Babe In. I do love this liquid lipstick, but considering it is supposed to be a matte liquid lipstick, I find it takes a hell of a long time to like dry down. So I tend to just kind of pat it in with my finger. And then I'm just going in with my MAC lipstick in Flesh Pot, which is just like a really nude. And I just kind of focus that more towards the center of my lips. So when I want more of like a matte look, I tend to leave it there. If I want a glossy lip though, I go in with the Primark High Gloss in Nude Ambition, which is just that shade. What do I want to do? So I am going to leave it there because I do want a bit more of a matte look. I'm just going to finish off with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, of course. So that's my makeup done. I'm just going to really quickly show you guys what I do with my hair on a day-to-day basis. So you may or may not know, my hair is now short. I got it cut back in December, I think it was. And to be honest, I'm loving the short hair life. Kind of feel like I don't actually want to go back to long hair. So what I like to do with my short hair on a daily basis is just take my straighteners and kind of straighten my hair to curl inwards towards the end. I don't partition my hair off or anything because I just kind of feel like my hair isn't super thick that I need to do that. So yeah, super simple. I literally just go all the way around and curl my hair inwards, and then obviously on the other side I just curl it in the opposite way. So this is pretty much what I look like on a daily basis. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to hit that thumbs up button and also subscribe so you don't miss any of my latest videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.